This is my baby girl. She is now about to be 9 months old in like a couple more weeks. So she's 8 months old right now. And this is her 8-month update. Say hi, everybody. Hi. She does it most of the time for her dad when he's leaving for work. My previous update was 4 to 7 months, so there's no point in me making just a 7-month update. She's been a little bit under the weather this past week, so she's doing a lot better now, and so am I, because we went to Kansas, and that's a whole other story. We're not in Kansas anymore. I'm gonna have to give this one her pacifier, or she might do the video for me. Here you go. Wow, that matches your outfit too. You guys look at her. Oh my goodness. You can tell how much I love pastel colors, and especially the purple for her. With the little, I don't like polka dots, but I mean, we made it work. So for the first thing, for her 8th month, it's kind of funny. She makes this new gargling sound, like when you're gargling with mouthwash. It's so funny because it only happens when she doesn't want something happening or doesn't want to do something, like sit still while her diaper's changed. And that's another thing. She flies away. While you're trying to change her diaper, she will not be still. She can stand up completely hands-free. Yesterday, I actually caught her standing, playing with her toy and just chilling there for like a good 5 minutes, just acting like it's something she does every day. She loves getting her teeth brushed. She's more adept to getting her face washed. She used to hate it so much. She likes to try to do it herself as long as it's not cold water. And of course, she's also into, when she's taking a bath, she likes to try to suck the water out of the towel, which is a little bit annoying because I mean, I don't want her doing that with dirty water. And then also, she has, this week in particular, started saying mama a whole lot. I will try to insert a clip here, but it is like her new favorite syllables. This is mama, mama, mama. And if she's not just going ma, ma, ma for like 5 minutes, she literally just says mama when she actually seems to want me to come here or is looking for me or trying to follow me or wants to be picked up. And so it's kind of neat to know that she's actually starting to associate it with mama. When I said that, she started paying a whole bunch of attention to me. There's been drastic improvement in her saying mama and dada and relating it specifically to her dad or myself when she's actually calling us. This month, she enjoyed her first experience of a trampoline. I will insert some footage for that here, assuming she enjoyed it, because every time I did the bouncy, 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 she was really smiley and just enjoyed herself. Now, there was one part where, see, it was like the adult trampoline, and the netting that goes around the side, like, it has a thing where you can zip everybody who's up in there jumping inside the thing. So I zipped it up thinking, you know, oh, let me just see, you know, great way for her not to fall out. And then I couldn't unzip the thing, and I was about to run in the house and be like, help me. But luckily, after a few seconds, I was able to unzip it. But that was like one of the scariest moments because I was like, oh Lord, my baby's trapped in a trampoline. Okay, but yeah, so that was a fun experience for her this month, actually experiencing the bounciness of a trampoline. I believe we've moved on to the B's this month because she's using Baba purposely for pacifier. And it's kind of like Baba, and she'll let you know that's what she wants, and it's worked every time. This is how you know that baby girl is growing and exploring, because she hated this thing until recently. What are you doing? Yeah. She hated getting in there. Plus, there's only like a good 10 balls that come with this $20 thing. And it's just so funny to me. Because really, how can you get any enjoyment out of that? Oh, see? Mama, mama. I love you, baby. Oh, I tried to show her to like throw the balls at that back part, kind of at Minnie's face, but not, you know, specifically because her face is there. Is that your favorite word this month? Because that's fine. The talking and the walking is just nearing, and it's so amazing watching her growing, and this month literally wanting to venture off and explore, but also making sure that I'm still right behind her. And I think that's really cool because, you know, I'm just not ready for my baby to just delve off into the world just yet. We're more laid back, but what's good and bad and what's right and wrong are things that we are not unaware of. Sometimes the way that I see her versus a baby she's playing with, is just amazing to me, because the way that she interacts or reacts to certain things just shows me that she has so much poise and personality and great sense already. There is something that happened this month that has not happened since she was 2 weeks old, and that is she got her second diaper rash of her entire life. It was the most annoying thing ever, most just frustrating thing to see and to have to deal with, and I'm sure it was frustrating for her. But she started like whining only during her diaper changes, like when you'd be trying to wipe her butt because she pooped. And then I started seeing like the redness coming and the little lumpiness coming. I was like, oh no, I don't want to deal with that again. So I started freaking out, and we were out of town in Kansas, so I didn't have like any of the nystatin ointment or anything from the time that she had the diaper rash when she was 2 weeks old. My best friend was telling me she used vitamin A and D ointment. Now to me that's an adult thing, because it's a scar cream that a lot of people use to care for their tattoos and stuff. So I was like, are you sure? Like, but I read about it, and I mean a lot of people have used it, so why not? And gotten some nice results, I guess. But she was telling me it still took her like 2 weeks to get rid of her daughter's diaper rash. So that was not happy news for me, because I don't want my baby suffering at all or in any discomfort. So I went ahead and gave her a bath that night and like slathered that stuff on there. The next morning, all but one tiny spot was gone. It was like it never happened. I was so happy. But I was like walking around for like 2 days just saying, oh my goodness. But wipes have never worked for her. The Pampers, nothing. And my best friend had Pampers sensitive wipes out there, and they've been working fine. I attempted them again. So much easier than using cotton rounds and water everywhere we go. The Pampers sensitive wipes would not work for her when she was 2 weeks old, and now they are amazing. And so I'm gonna have my husband buy a giant box of those, but he doesn't know it yet. Just whatever my baby needs, my baby gets. She has learned this month to throw her bottle when she's full. If it's in her high chair, if it's on her Jeep, her walker Jeep, any of that, she'll just, I can try to insert some footage of that right here. One great thing she's learned this month is to stop herself when she gets to the edge of things. She somewhere along the way started learning that she should look down and test the distance. She would wave her arm and be like, oh, I'm not touching anything there, I better back up. And I did not know when that day would come, because I've been appalled at her blatant disregard for heights and edges for just quite a bit now. Say, I am just everywhere now. I discovered my room that mommy has not fixed up as my playroom yet, and I keep going in there. I'm learning to open doors. I either stand up or sit down by them and just push them open. And what else do you do? You're just growing and doing so much. Tell them hi. Hi. She's also very interested in, hey, don't move my camera. Nope. She's also very interested in interactive toys and pushing buttons. Like, there's a little Dotson puppy toy that she can drag around, and it like talks the whole time it moves. But it says the complete alphabet, and it'll sound out each letter, and it'll say cool stuff about each one. And it has the buttons for each. And she loves it. She just keeps saying mama. Her movements are becoming way more coordinated, and she is grasping the hand-to-mouth concept when she grabs for like fruits and avocados, which at first she had no clue. The first time I gave her an avocado, she just beat it to a pulp and then sat there and looked at me like, okay, what's next? I totally saw this stage coming where she talks while you're talking. I noticed that Skylar would do it in Aaron Williams' videos, but it's still so cute. Like, you're not gonna stop them because they're just learning, but it's like, wait, let me get a word in too. She really tries to feed herself with a spoon, and I think it's so hilarious because she'll actually turn it around to the spoon part before she puts it in her mouth. Just like when she started doing that maybe a month or 2 ago with her pacifier. No, she was like 4 months old. You want to talk to him? She eats yogurt melts now with no issue, and if you guys know, those are a little bit on the crunchier side for someone who's only been eating puree. So it was kind of the scariest thing ever for me to let her try, but she does great with them. I just break them in half and They do melt in your mouth after a little bit of work. I'm considering trying some of the Gerber graduates, I guess, but because she had a few of the ones that my friend was giving her baby when we were out of town. But I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to rush her to do all this advanced stuff. Funny thing is that we discovered she hates ice cream. I'm sure that'll change in the future. I think it was just because of the coldness of it and maybe the texture, but I will insert some footage of that right here. It was so hilarious. And after she tried it, she kind of like basically yelled at her dad to give her some more, and then when he reached it out towards her, she was like get that out of here. She still has no preference for peaches. Everything else she either loves or is good with, but I'm loving that she's not going to be a picky eater. She's like me, just, you know, let me test it, and if it's bad, I'm gonna let you know. So while we were out of town, we used my friend's baby bullet blender, and she was able to try some pizza ground up, some mac and cheese. You know, they actually have an organic version for that at Target. Like, oh, I've even seen it at Walmart. And we haven't tried the actual organic kind, but yeah. She tried a baby version of mac and cheese. If you're interested, I can leave that on my Snapchat or Instagram story later on in the week. She's tried the middle part of a tater tot. She's tried French fries. She tried mashed potatoes. She loves mashed potatoes, and she loves actual green beans mashed up. One thing I will not give her right now is actual rice. I have been encouraged to do so, and I don't see why I would do that. But she's tried black beans, baked beans, lentils, green beans, bananas. The banana with strawberry on them, strawberries, blueberries, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, stir-fried potatoes, avocado. She loves avocado. She can eat a whole avocado and a whole banana by herself. Oh my goodness. Still baby-centered stuff that's good for her, but except for maybe the stir-fried potato, but it was all they had. We went to this restaurant one time, and I knew she was like gonna want to. You found some stuff Sissy left, so you can figure out what you want to do with it later. Her stepsister, we used to let her be in this room, and this is just like some leftover junk, but I figured Raina could play with some of it because there's like markers and stuff in there. She pushes up and pulls on everything, obviously, and she's learning to take steps when she reaches out, she'll move forward as well, not just, you know, stand there and try to grab onto something. She like is trying to learn how to walk. Her favorite song is Hokey Pokey, and it's on the Farmies YouTube. She'll literally start smiling, and at this point tries to do the beginning of the dance. At this point, she tries to do the beginning of the dance as well. But oh my goodness, Johnny Johnny Yes Papa and Baba Black Sheep, and I think it was Wheels on the Bus go round and round, and certain ones like that she just loves, and she will sit there and stare at the screen. But none other than Hokey Pokey will have her just attached and smiling and everything. Books, and you found a dartboard? Bet you can't find the darts. I'm so sorry we look so greasy and like I don't even know in this lighting today, but I didn't want to turn the fan on and have it like making that buzzing noise while I'm making the video. But we were actually in here sweating, so now I'm gonna go turn the air and the fan and everything back on, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.